You won't believe the unbelievable transformation Wrexham is going through, and the final piece of news in this video is simply mind-blowing. It involves a potential signing that shows just how far the club has come in such a short time. But hang on, we'll get to that. First, we've got 3 other red-hot updates about the most talked-about club of the moment. So stick with me to the end, because that last bit will leave you speechless. Let's get started. News 1, Welcome to Wrexham confirmed for a 5th season. The acclaimed documentary series Welcome to Wrexham is set to continue. That's right, fans can celebrate, because the show has been renewed for its 5th season, promising even more behind-the-scenes access to this Welsh club that's become a global sensation. For those unfamiliar, the series closely follows the day-to-day life of Wrexham AFC since it was acquired by Hollywood stars Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. It blends football, raw emotion, local culture, and plenty of unexpected moments, showing the deep impact the club has had not only on the town of Wrexham but across the globe. Now, with the team on the verge of competing in the Championship, the second tier of English football, expectations couldn't be higher. The next season is set to document this exciting new chapter: tougher matches, bigger stadiums, and the increasingly real dream of reaching the Premier League. And it's not just the players and directors who are excited, the fans are living a proper fairy tale. One supporter commented on social media, "It's going to be emotional watching this final at Wembley with promotion secured." Could this be another historic chapter in the life of this century-old club? The truth is, Wrexham, which until recently was virtually unknown outside of the UK, has become a global phenomenon, mixing charm, resilience, and a healthy dose of entertainment. If you're into football with heart, real stories, and loads of emotion, this upcoming season promises to be unmissable. News 2, Reynolds and McElhenney want Wrexham in the Premier League, and fast. Wrexham AFC's meteoric rise is no coincidence. It's the result of a bold and well-crafted plan by its charismatic owners, actors Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. Anyone who thinks they're simply enjoying the fame and newfound success of the club would be mistaken. In reality, they're working with complete focus on one goal: getting Wrexham to the Premier League, the top tier of English football. And that plan has never looked more real. After securing promotion to the Championship, Wrexham is now preparing for one of the toughest leagues in the world. And to compete at a high level, the board is preparing a heavy-hitting transfer window, with an estimated budget of £25 million. That's right, around 160 million Brazilian reals in investments just to strengthen the squad. An astonishing figure for a club that not long ago was battling in the lower divisions and nowhere near this level of exposure. The focus now is on attracting experienced players who've played on the biggest stages in British football. Names already circulating behind the scenes include striker Patrick Bamford, currently at Leeds United, veteran centre-back Johnny Evans, formerly of Manchester United and Leicester, and midfielder Tom Kearney from Fulham. These are players with Premier League experience, capable of bringing leadership and technical quality to a squad that continues to impress. Ryan Reynolds has even captured the spirit of this ambitious project by saying, "Why stop halfway when we can aim for the top?" That line perfectly sums up the mentality of the new Wrexham, a club that's gone from underdog to high flyer, full of belief, with fan support, solid structure, and a bold strategy leading the way. The hunger for success is real. And if Reynolds, McElhenney, and the passion of the fans have anything to say about it, Wrexham's dream of joining the Premier League elite might become reality sooner than anyone imagined. News 3, hold tight, fans. Signings are coming, but with strategy and patience. If there's one thing Wrexham supporters are eagerly waiting for, it's news of new signings. After all, the team is set to compete in the Championship, one of the most competitive and demanding leagues in the world, and the dream of reaching the Premier League is more alive than ever. But manager Phil Parkinson has stepped in to keep things grounded with one key message: patience. In a recent interview, Parkinson made it clear that signings will happen, but there's no need to rush. The plan from the coaching staff and the board is to act with caution, intelligence, and precision. We want to bring in players who truly fit into our project, who will come in and make a difference. It's not just about signing for the sake of it, the manager explained. According to sources close to the club, Wrexham are expected to bring in between 6 and 9 new players during this summer window. But a lot is still being negotiated behind closed doors, and many moves are likely to take place in the second half of June, when the market properly heats up and players have a clearer picture of their options. Despite fan impatience, the outlook is very positive. The club is now living a completely different reality from just a few years ago. To give you an idea, British football analysts estimate Wrexham could have up to £40 million, over 250 million Brazilian reals, available to spend, factoring in transfer budgets, TV rights, gate revenue, sponsorship deals, and the financial boom brought by the Welcome to Wrexham series, which has attracted millions of new fans worldwide. In other words, Wrexham has gone from a modest club in the Welsh countryside to a genuine global brand, with the infrastructure of a big club, a passionate fan base, and an ambitious vision. And that's exactly why Parkinson and the board want to take their time. They know that to compete on equal footing with the giants of the Championship, and possibly secure a place in the Premier League, they need to build a strong, balanced, and committed squad. So, dear fans, hold your nerve. The signings are coming, but they'll arrive at the right time, with strategy, with care, and with the ambition that has been driving Wrexham on this epic journey to the top of English football. News 4, the bombshell of the day: potential signing proves the scale of the new Wrexham. If you still had any doubts that Wrexham has become a global phenomenon, this next bit of news might change everything. The English press has started to report something that could blow every fan's mind. The club is aiming high, and a big-name player, the sort you'd never imagine playing for Wrexham, could be on the way. Yes, it's really happening. Wrexham is targeting players with Premier League experience, players who, not long ago, wouldn't have dreamed of wearing the shirt of a Welsh club that, up until 2021, was playing in the 5th tier of English football. But times have changed. And how? Since Hollywood stars Ryan Reynolds and McElhenney bought the club, Wrexham has undergone a complete revolution. Top-notch infrastructure, global visibility, a growing fan base across the planet, and a bold master plan have turned the team into one of the most ambitious projects in European football. This potential signing isn't just about strengthening the squad. It's about sending a message to the footballing world: Wrexham is no longer just a charming little Welsh side. It's now a club with money, ambition, and, most importantly, a serious footballing vision. It's a team that grabs attention, wins fans, defies expectations, and is starting to rattle the big boys. Let's quickly recap what Wrexham have achieved in recent years. 2021, in the National League, 5th Division. 2022, promoted to League 2. 2023, promoted to League 1. 2024, historic rise to the Championship. 3 promotions in a row. A near unprecedented feat in modern English football. And now, on the verge of competing in the world's second richest division, the club is making headlines alongside names used to the likes of Anfield, Old Trafford, and Stamford Bridge. And that's no exaggeration. The current leadership has both the resources and the vision to attract major talent, and more importantly, a clear plan to reach the Premier League as soon as possible. Fans are dreaming big, and rightly so. The feeling in the stands, in WhatsApp groups, across social media, and even outside the UK is unanimous: what's this club going to do next? Isn't this one of the most unbelievable stories in modern football? From an almost forgotten team to a project that could well become the next fairy tale at the top of English football. And the question on everyone's lips: who will be the star player arriving at the racecourse ground? Stay tuned, because if this deal goes through, it'll be the biggest signing in Wrexham's history, so far. So tell me in the comments, do you think Wrexham really will make it to the Premier League in the next few years? Or is this just early season hype? Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any Wrexham news, and turn on the notification bell. Because if there's one thing we know, it's that this club is far from done making headlines. See you in the next video. Until then.